Hello, everyone, and welcome back to United We Analyze. Today, we are here for the FA Cup final, Watchalong between Manchester United and Manchester City. This is the first time that Man United and Man City are meeting in a cup final, and what a time! What a time to have a final. Manchester United at their sparkling best ever since Sir Alex Ferguson has left Man United, and Man City as high as ever with the best form that they've ever been in under Pep Guardiola. Haaland being a monster, Fernandes, Rashford in the best form of their lives. What are we going to see here? Because we are expecting fireworks. Now let's look at the lineups that have been posted. Starting at the back, as always, is David De Gea, Luke Shaw, Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof, who has been extremely in inspired form after Lisandro Martinez's injury, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, of course, the best 1v1 defender in the Premier League. In the midfield, we have an interesting combo of Casemiro and Fred. Now, Fred, as we know, can either be too good or too bad. He is full of energy, and against a team like City, his press can be vital. Along with Casemiro, who has had a major impact on the Manchester United side, and I'd go so far to say that Casemiro has been our best signing so far under Erik Ten Hag. Next, we have Jadon Sancho at the left wing, who, like again, has been playing absolutely amazingly on the left side. We tried playing him on the right wing, didn't work out. We're playing him where he belongs at the left wing, and after this, all the psychological issues that to go through, he is in good form. In the middle, at the number 10 position, we have Christian Eriksen. Now, this is a game changer. This is an interesting lineup, similar lineup to what we had against Manchester City at Old Trafford a few months ago in the previous derby, in which we won 2-1. So Bruno Fernandes is playing in the right wing, which is what he did, which is an experiment that did work last time. But will Pep Guardiola be prepared to beat that system, to beat that tactic again this time? And as starting as a striker, a lone striker, we have Marcus Rashford in the form of his life. As for the Manchester City side, we have Sean Ortega starting as the keeper, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, and Marcus Akanji at the back, John Stones and Rodri in the midfield, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, and Jack Grealish in the winger side, and as the striker, the dangerous Erling Haaland. What the hell? 15 seconds in, Gundogan scores! Gundogan! In 15 seconds! 1-0! Is this a video game? Have I logged in into the right? No way! 15 seconds and it's 1-0! City 1, United 0, 15 seconds in. It took 15 seconds. 15 seconds for Gundogan to score a volley at Wembley and put Man United behind. God damn it. What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here? It's a waking nightmare. 15 seconds in, Ilkay Gundogan scores the first goal against Man United. It took 15 seconds! God damn it. We're losing 1-0. Absolutely fantastic. That's all I gotta say. Absolutely fantastic. Haaland aggressively fouled. The referee still hasn't said anything. Rashford, Sancho, and it's gone back. City keeper clears it away. Haaland, 1v1 against Lindelof. Can Lindelof hold Haaland? Haaland, but it goes out of play. What a start! What a start from Manchester City. You've got to admire. I'm a Man United fan. I hate Manchester City, but God damn it, between 15 seconds, they have defeated all the tactics that I did not put on and somehow, some way, scored a goal. De Bruyne fighting off Fred. Foden. It's another foul. This is officially the fastest goal in FA Cup history. In the entire FA Cup history. Not just the finals, but the entire FA Cup history. And this is the fastest goal ever to be scored. It's 1-0 already. Kevin De Bruyne lines up to take the free kick. Kevin De Bruyne puts in the free kick and so close. No one's marking him. No one is marking what's for Foden. No one is marking Foden in a free kick. No one is marking Foden. How does this make sense? De Gea put it in a quick spot and he clears it away. Flag is going up for offside. A queer thing about Man City's lineup is how Ortega is playing in place of Edison. See, now this is very confusing, seeing that Edison is fit, but at the same time, Pep Guardiola is known to change things at the last moment, and FA Cup final is a better place to change things rather than the Champions League final. But playing Ortega in place of Edison could be a massive game-changing moment, and Manchester United could use it to their advantage. De Bruyne, Man United, all the players right back in, defending, defending, defending. De Bruyne puts in a cross, Lindelof clears it away. Fred. And Fred's giving it away as well. What is going on? The team is all over the place. They're not playing in their positions. Fred has gone to from the defender to playing right ahead with Rashford. What the hell is going on? Could this be similar to the demolition of Real Madrid that happened a few weeks ago? Could this be similar to the 6-3 loss that we suffered a few months ago? Could this be a FA Cup nightmare for Manchester United fans? I thought we had a chance. I thought we could do it. But guess what? 15 seconds in, and we were losing 1-0. Even Pep Guardiola, in his wildest of dreams, couldn't have imagined to start like this. Sir Alex Ferguson, David Beckham, all sitting in the red corner of Wembley. It's humiliating. It is absolutely humiliating to see Manchester United in tatters against our next door neighbors, against the noisy neighbors, against the team with no history. Rashford. Rashford, but he gives it away to Ortega. Ortega. No one's pressing. He's just sitting with the ball. No one's pressing. Rashford, your job as a striker is to press. Just sitting there, giving him miles and miles of space. Haaland dropping in pretty deep. Lindelof has been marking Haaland superbly so far in the past 7-8 minutes of time. Lindelof has been marking, like, going right behind Haaland. It's a shadow to Haaland now. Let's just hope that works out. Fred gives it to Rashford. Rashford gives it to Fernandez. Fernandez unleashes Jadon Sancho on the wing. Sancho at the edge of the box. Gives it to Fernandez. Looks for the guy. Fernandez looks for the cross. Gives it short to Casemiro. Casemiro takes a long shot and is blocked away. Lindelof again takes the ball away from Haaland, who got it at the rebound. Fernandez. Man United do have those players who can do big comebacks in big games. Could this be another one here? But Fernandez, and he is offside. If we need something, we need something from him. Fernandez, Rashford, these are the main components of our team right now. If we are going to pull a comeback, we need them to be active. We need them to be playing at their finest. John Stones gives it to Ortega. Ericsson is, I don't know what tactics are being used here, but Ericsson is playing higher up the pitch than Rashford himself. I have no clue about what's going on over here. Maybe that's the job as the number 10, playing in the CAM position, central attacking midfielder. Christian Eriksen is supposed to press higher than Rashford himself. Walker, Jack Grealish, playing right through the middle. Bernardo Silva. Juan Bissaka clears it away. City have the ball again. They have been dominating possession. And that's what you would expect from Pep Guardiola team, but they are thoroughly dominating Manchester United. 10 minutes in, and Man United have barely seen the ball. Barely had one attack in 10 whole minutes. Meanwhile, City, they're just having a free buffet on us. With Lindelof, David De Gea, Kyle Walker, Akenji, gives it all the way back to Sean Ortega. John Stones. Man City just keeping possession, not showing any attacking incentive. They're just keeping the ball, pulling us out, and then eventually they'll put one long ball right through our team and give it to Haaland, who can put it through. The Akanji and Casemiro got into a nasty bit of a tackle. Casemiro and Akanji both missed the ball. I wonder who's to blame for this. They're both missing the ball. Casemiro didn't get the ball on his way out, but the foul has gone his way. Casemiro's a lucky guy then to get a free kick at this big of a stage for a foul that he himself committed. Eric Ten Hag, absolutely disappointed. This is not the way we expected this match to go. Bruno Fernandes, Lindelof, It's a long ball for Aaron Wan Bissaka, but it's intercepted by Akanji. And it goes out for a goal kick. Getting a replay of the goal again, and De Gea really should have dived. I mean, his future at United is under a lot of speculation. And if he pulls on antics like these, it makes you question whether he is still fit enough to be a Manchester United keeper, to be the number one keeper of one of the biggest clubs in the world. Victor Lindelof, Wan Bissaka, David De Gea clears it away, gives it to Fernandez, Ericsson, Luke Shaw, Varane, Rashford. Rashford all through. Gives it to Sancho. Sancho facing off three Man City defenders. Four. Gives it to Rashford. Rashford with the ball and it's cleared away. Casemiro again. Rashford. Sancho. Gundogan. City trying to settle down the situation. But a sea of blood red Man United players outside and it's cleared away for a throw in. To be honest, it's humiliating to see that we've come to such a situation where we're conceding goals in 15 seconds in the FA Cup final. That's it. But if there's any team, like I mentioned, if there's any team to come up from such a humiliation, to come up from such an early loss, it's Manchester United. And from what I'm seeing here is that Rashford has come down to the back to the left wing, and Jadon Sancho is playing as the main striker. That's interesting. I wonder what Ten Hag's thinking about this. Let him cook. Anything to get an equalizer. Fred. Oh, that's a bad tackle with Holland. Fred and Holland both get you to a nasty tackle. Akenji. Bernardo Silva. All the way across the field to Walker. John Stones. Erling Holland. Being marked like a shadow with Lindelof. Holland goes in and he's offside. The flag has stayed down. But De Gea got the ball anyway. De Gea again and a lot of pressure. Oh, that is close. What is Man United doing here? They're crumbling under the scrutiny. Wan Bissaka. Fernandez. Gives it to Rashford and it's intercepted. It's gone out for a throw in. David De Gea with the ball. It's a long ball and goes all the way to the city keeper. Was think keeper to keeper, huh? De Gea to Sean Ortega. All the way across the field. No player getting a bounce. No player getting the touch of the ball. Sean Ortega again. Syria just passing the ball around, looking for the right place to just put the ball in and give it to Haaland, who'd score the goal. Goes out. Luke Shaw. It's a good. It's a throw in a good place. Victor Lindelof. Erling Haaland. Haaland with the ball. Gives it all the way back to Akenji. Ortega. Ortega with the ball. Haaland being fouled by Varane, and he, no, he's not getting a card, but it's one sharp tackle. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva and Gundogan have had a major impact in the game so far. Gundogan obviously with the goal, but they've been pretty influential on ball and off the ball as well. For us, it's not been anyone. Fernandez, Rashford, they're all over the place. Switching positions, switching tactics, switching their modes on and off. One time Fernandez can run across the entire field, the next second he's just sitting where he is. David De Gea. Haaland. Haaland takes a shot and it goes over the bar. Thank God. Well, there's one thing we can say. We haven't lost our nerve. Usually, when you put in such a position, the team which concedes such an early goal at such a big of stage, they kind of lose their nerve. So, especially against a team like City, a star-studded team like City. So we can say that Manchester United haven't exactly lost their cool so far. They're still maintaining their level of possession. They're still maintaining a level of aggression. And with a team like ours, with Fernandes, Rashford, Sancho, and off the bench, Garnacho, you never know that there is a fine chance that we will manage to pull off a comeback. Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Fred, Fernandez with the ball, Wan Bissaka. Nice combination between the two. Wan Bissaka. It's taken away by the Man City defenders. Rodri. Another fine clearance by Ortega. Haaland. Kevin De Bruyne. He's just lost the control of the ball. Fred. Wan Bissaka. This could be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Rashford. Showing the acceleration that he has, and that has to be a foul. Come on. What is wrong with you, referee? That's a clear foul on Rashford. Are you blind? Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker. Pace. Holland. Victor Lindelof is shadowing Holland whenever he can. Juan Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes. Christian Eriksen. Luke Shaw. Is Luke Shaw. Fred. Jadon Sancho. Goes to Fernandes. Goes to Eriksen. Juan Bissaka. And it's a that was close. A header by Rashford, but it's better from Manchester United. They're gradually getting better. We just have to make sure we don't concede yet another goal. Casemiro's cross, swerving in towards Rashford. Rashford tried to do the header, didn't get the good connection. But nonetheless, Manchester United are turning the heat on. De Gea seems to be having some injury issues. The physio has come all the way over across the field. This could be a tactical element, or and this could be a rehydrating element as well. You never know. Pep Guardiola having a conversation with his staff, with his members, the team. De Gea has got up now. He looks to be fit. No worries there so far. Erik ten Hag spending a lot of time with his members, with his teammates. You never know. Manchester United have a massive task to deal with it now. 25 minutes in, we're still losing 1-0. We've tried to turn the heat up, but we still haven't achieved that connection, that chemistry. And against a team that is star-studded with Haaland, Gundogan, Foden, Jack Grealish, a team with the manager of Pep Guardiola, you need to make sure that you have a plan, that you have a concrete plan, you have a concrete tactic, and that you're not changing your tactics all the time. For example, we've just seen Rashford go from the striker to the left wing. We've seen Fernandez go from the right winger to the central midfielder. We've seen Christian Eriksen gone from playing CDM to striker number 9. So what Erik ten Hag is doing is confusing me right now because what is he trying to plan? What is he trying to accomplish? Kevin De Bruyne gives it to Foden. Foden gives it back to Akanji. Manchester City just dominating possession, passive possession. They're not attacking, they're not showing any aggression, but at the same time, they're keeping possession. This is something that we've often seen with Pep Guardiola's teams. But nonetheless, Manchester United eager to have some form of attack, some form of opportunity to score. Haaland, Erling Haaland with the ball, but Lindelof's taken it away. Lindelof has been man marking Erling Haaland like a hawk, like a shadow. Everywhere Haaland goes, Lindelof follows him, and that could be an issue because Lindelof is a major component of our attack, and Manchester City don't necessarily need Erling Haaland to score a goal. So if Erling Haaland can somehow take Victor Lindelof with him, we'll have a huge gaping hole in our defense. Kevin De Bruyne, this is Foden, Foden 1v1 against Shaw. This is De Bruyne. De Bruyne takes a shot and it's close. It's taken away by David De Gea for a Manchester City corner. Could have been the second goal right there. Right there. It's not the cleanest of strikes, but it was enough to test David De Gea. Corner taken in, and David De Gea catches it securely. David De Gea gives it away to Manchester City. Bruno Fernandes takes it back. Bruno Fernandes getting the counter attack. Rashford at the end of it. Rashford facing this a sea of Manchester City defenders. Aaron Wan-Bissaka at the edge of the box, looking for the cross, looking for the pass. Rashford again. Casemiro. Manchester City thundering their way back, and it's taken away. It's taken away. Manchester United keep trying to turn the heat up. They keep trying to figure out some way of attacking, some way of aggression, but it still hasn't connected. We still haven't seen a connection. After going down within 15 seconds, you're losing 1-0. You need to have some sort of retaliation, some sort of reply. We're not seeing that. Bruno Fernandes looking for Juan Bissaka. It's taken away by Jack Grealish, who gives it all the way back to Ortega. Jack Grealish versus Juan Bissaka has to be the highlight of the game so far. They have been they have been constantly getting into nasty tackles, and a card is going to come for one of them. Constantly coming together, bashing together. Right now we have Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne looking to lead the attack, but no. Pulls back, passes it all the way back to Akenji. Like I said, it's an interesting fact that Manchester City are playing Ortega instead of Ederson, even though Everton was fit enough for the FA Cup final. So this experiment could prove costly. And a possible penalty, handball. There's a possible handball right here. Paul Cheney has gone to the computer to the monitor to check this out. He's checking from different angles, but it looks to be a handball. Could it be a handball? If it is, this could be a pivotal moment in this match. It could change the direct outcome of the match. Could this be the moment to change it? They're going to check it from different angles. And it's a penalty! It's a penalty for Manchester United. FA Cup final. 1-0, we're losing 1-0 after 15 seconds from a Gundogan strike, and now we are in it. It's a penalty. And Manchester United, say whatever you want about them. We are experts when it comes to penalties, especially our marksman, Bruno Fernandes. This is going to be amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, Ortega having a spat with Fernandez. Oh, some strong words spoken. Like I said, this could prove costly because Edison is far better in terms of penalties than Ortega. Fernandez does have the ball and he is the regular penalty taker, so it is assumed that Fernandez will be taking the penalty. He scored a controversial goal when United beat Man City in January. Could this be yet another goal from yet another controversial spot kick? Bruno Fernandes getting ready. Jack Grealish, aghast, stricken. Fernandez, composed, calm, man on a mission. Ortega waiting for the ball. Bruno Fernandes steps up to take the penalty. Fernandez, and it's a goal! 1-1! 32 minutes in, Manchester United have found their equalizer from a spot kick, a penalty converted by none other than our captain, Bruno Fernandes. The two captains have scored. Gundogan has scored, and now Bruno Fernandes has scored. And what a game is turning out to be. Sir Alex Ferguson smiling yet again. David Beckham smiling yet again. And another Manchester United comeback could be on the cards right here. Oh, this is turning out to be spicy. Bruno Fernandes went right over to the Man City fans to mock them. Now the referee's coming up. This is probably going to be a card right here. But Manchester United, after 32 minutes, have finally found a response to the Manchester City goal scored by Ilkay Gundogan. It seems like a call is going to be coming out right here for Bruno Fernandes for mocking the Manchester City fans. But what a goal, what a time, and of course, what a stage. Like I said, if there's any team to beat Pep Guardiola in a final after conceding a goal in the first 15 seconds, if there's any team to do it, it's Manchester United. And here we are. Kickoff has started again, all the way back to Ortega. This selection has proved costly. Edison probably could have saved the penalty. Luckily, Edison wasn't playing. Ortega. Gives it to Akenji. Akenji. Akenji still struggling for the ball. Gundogan against Juan Bissaka. Grealish. Addition to the box. Puts in a ball. Set it for De Bruyne. And it's gone up off. It's gone across the bar. De Bruyne is just not finding the touch today. Three shots he's taken so far. All of them going way above the bar. Another replay of of the Bruno Fernandes goal, and it is a beauty, an absolute beauty. And Manchester United are back in this. They're back in the game. The crowd has been turned up by 10 notches. This is a classic Manchester derby rivalry that goes back to decades. Finally being brought out when both sides are on their peak. Pep Guardiola and Erik Ten Hag, both tactical masterminds. So far, it's been level. The early goal, Manchester United had problems from it, but they have managed to put a goal past Ortega. It's officially 1-1. Shaw takes the ball out, and it is a Manchester City throw in. 10 minutes to go to halftime. The crowd is jubileous. It's interesting to see what changes might happen at halftime, considering the fact that Manchester City do have quite a lot of good players on their bench right now. If they do feel the need, they can bring in, for example, they can bring in Phil Foden, they can bring in Julian Alvarez, they can bring in Riyad Mahrez, they can bring in Calvin Phillips. There were a lot of players on their bench. Meanwhile, Manchester United, they don't have that strong of a bench. All we have is Alejandro Garnacho, Scott McTominay, Wargos maybe. No one else. No one that quite spectacular to create a massive change in the game. Of course, the injury of Anthony and Anthony Martial both has had a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Because had all the circumstances been with us, our team, we wouldn't be playing Bruno Fernandes nor would we be playing Christian Eriksen at the central midfielder. We would have Fernandes as the central midfielder, and the right wing would have Anthony. And as for a striker, we would have Anthony Martial or Rashford. But right now we have Haaland. Haaland at the City box, Haaland at the United box, but it's taken away by David De Gea. No. Kyle Walker. Was there a way in love and it's blocked away for a corner? Should really get both sides want a goal before halftime. Lindelof has been spectacular this evening. Displacing Lisandro Martinez and playing Lindelof can be considered a gamble, but so far he has proved his worth. He has been marking Harden like a shadow, like a hawk, not leaving his side. Kevin De Bruyne, Kevin De Bruyne taking the corner, takes a shot. Kevin De Bruyne puts in the cross. Oh, taken away right in front of the goal. David De Gea is standing there without any reaction. David De Gea has been absolutely disappointing so far today. He let it a goal in the first 15 seconds that he should have died for. He's cleared away. He hasn't cleared. His clearances have been subpar. And with David De Gea's future, still a bit of a mystery. There's still speculation going on whether or not he might leave the club. You have to consider the fact that if his performances are continuously subpar like these at big stages like them, his future will be in doubt. City trying to get back on track, playing their passing football, playing their possession. Gundogan, into the area again, gives the ball in. Let's challenge. Could this be a penalty for Manchester City? We are just checking it, but it looks like it could be a Manchester City penalty. Man City appealing. The crowd ballistic. Could it be a penalty? We are still conducting the check. Fernandez, Ericsson. Ah, Ericsson trying to lead a counter attack, but is physically dominated by the Manchester City defenders. Casemiro. Ooh, that's a terrible challenge. Oh, that looks serious. That looks nasty. We're getting a replay of the foul or the alleged foul, and it doesn't look that serious. It doesn't look like it could be a penalty. Varane. Varane gives it to Lindelof. Lindelof does it. Shaw, and Fernandez. Amazing chemistry. Fernandez again. Here's Luke Shaw. Fernandez gives it away to Holland. It's a dangerous position for Holland to be in. Oh, Holland just. If two defenders at the back and Holland is 1v1 against them, and he just pulls back. He pulls back and takes the ball to his own half. Not a madness, but good for us. Manchester United could be the ones to shatter the dreams of a treble that Manchester City have. Of course, we're the only ones who have had the best treble so far in the English Premier League. We won the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League in 1999. Amazingly, we won the Champions League amazingly. We were losing 1-0 at the 89th minute. The 93rd minute, we're winning 2-1. Champions League final. Best Champions League final so far, in my opinion. That and the miracle of Istanbul, if you want to call it a miracle. So we could be the ones to eliminate and shatter the dreams of Manchester City for the treble. Because in the history of the English Premier League, no team has ever won the treble besides Manchester United. Ericsson taking a corner. Oh, that was close. Rafael Varane. Amazing connection from the cross. The connection from his head was amazing from the cross, but it goes just past the bar. Just past the bar. That was close. Akenji. Gundogan. Holland. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva goes down, and that could be a penalty. That could be a penalty. That could be a major. Major penalty. That is a huge foul committed on Bernardo Silva. It's tough to say what the referee's going to think, but it does look a bit like a foul. On second thought, maybe not that big of a foul, but it does looks like something we will check on. Jack Grealish. United throw right at the corner, right at the Manchester City corner. And Man United could score a second goal right here. We have a corner, we have a free kick, we have a throw in at a dangerous position right here. I don't want Bissaka. And it's offside. It's offside. Akenji. Kenji gives it to John Stones. Few minutes left. 1 minute plus added time. John Stones. Kyle Walker. John Stones yet again. Man City content to just maintain possession while Man United try attempt to remain aggressive and to press. And we will be having 4 minutes of added time before halftime. Rodri, Akenji, Jack Grealish, Gundogan gives it to Akenji, John Stones, Bernardo Silva gives it to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne looking for the shot, looking for the pass. Christian Eriksen leading the counter attack is Rashford. Sancho. And that's a foul. That's a foul. They deserve a yellow card. That is a brutal, brutal foul. Yellow card right there, ref. Yellow card right there. If that isn't a yellow card, then I don't know what is. No card shown. There's no card shown. What the hell? Victor Lindelof taking the free kick. Rashford. Sancho in Manchester City box. Sancho is taken away by Akenji. Fernandez. Luke Shaw and is taken away out of play. Luke Shaw. Fred. Fred trying to go past two Manchester City defenders. Little action right over there. It's gone to Rashford. Gundogan and he's cleared it away. Out for another Manchester United throw in. We are having a lot of throw ins right over here. Interesting fact. Victor Lindelof gives it all the way back to De Gea. David De Gea clears it away, sends a long ball. Akenji. That is a foul. That That's a nasty foul. That could warrant a card. Rashford fouls. Jack Grealish. Rodri. Stones. Marauding in midfield. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Ooh. Juan Bissaka. Oh, Jack Grealish looks to be in some discomfort and a yellow card. Yellow card for Aaron Wan Bissaka. This could be pivotal. This could be pivotal because when you're a defender like Aaron Wan Bissaka, who is famous, absolutely famous for his tackles, for his slide tackles in precision. If you get a yellow card, you got to pull your tackles. And against a player like Jack Grealish, against a team like Manchester City, if you start pulling your tackles as a defender, it is a cause for real concern. Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets a yellow card, and Manchester City have a free kick from a dangerous position. Kevin De Bruyne. This will probably be the last passage of play before the halftime whistle. De Bruyne. De Bruyne puts it in, and it's gone to straight to David De Gea. David De Gea, and it's halftime. Halftime in the FA Cup final. Manchester United won. Manchester City won after a quick 15-second goal by Gundogan. 15 seconds into the match, Gundogan scores a banger of a goal. De Gea is rooted to his spot. 32 minutes later, Jack Grealish penalized for a handball, gives a penalty after further consideration from VAR, gives a penalty, which Bruno Fernandes, as usual, converts. It puts it away. It has been some cup final for Manchester United so far. Now let's go over the match. Now let's go over the match ratings, the player ratings, the statistics, and we would like to further highlight. Let's start with the player ratings. David De Gea. David De Gea, terrible, absolutely terrible. The goal that he let in, he is rooted to his spots. 15 seconds into the game, you're supposed to be active at the beginning of the game. You're supposed to be ready. 15 seconds in, Gundogan does a volley. You're rooted to your spot. You're not moving. You're not diving. You're rooted to your goddamn spot. Four. Four. That's all he's going to get. 4 out of 10. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes, and Rashford, in my opinion, have been the only visible players for Manchester United so far. So I'm going to give Luke Shaw a straight 8. He has been fantastic. The way that he has managed to pocket Bernardo Silva and pocket Kevin De Bruyne is spectacular. Rafael Varane. Rafael Varane has been very quiet. We've barely seen any input from him into this game. Even as a defender, the tackles that he's put in, average. 6. He's going to get 6. Next, we have Victor Lindelof. Victor Lindelof, man of the match. Absolutely brilliant. He hasn't been much on the ball, but off the ball, he has been spectacular. He has pocketed Erling Haaland. He has been one of the few players to successfully manage Erling Haaland to make sure that Erling Haaland isn't perceived as a threat at this big of a stage. So easily, Victor Lindelof gets a 9. Next, we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, usually called one of the best 1v1 defenders in terms of slide tackles, right? We have seen his performances over the past few seasons and how he has slowly improved, and is now a lethal, and I'm telling you, lethal defender to be up against 1v1. Nonetheless, he hasn't been that active in this game. He got a yellow card that he shouldn't have gotten against Jack Grealish, but in my opinion, I'm going to give him a 7. Next up, we have Fred. Fred. At the beginning of the game, Fred was sharp. Fred was nice. Fred was in the game. He was involved in the passage of play. Slowly and slowly, he drifted away. He drifted away from his position. Slowly going from left midfielder, right midfielder, up the pitch, down the pitch, pressing. God knows what. So Fred doesn't have a fixed position. So I'm just gonna give him a straight 6. Average. Next up, we have Casemiro. Casemiro similarly was very active at the beginning of the game, was energetic, was influential on the ball. But in the last 10-20 minutes, he faded away. Gradually faded away. All he did was pass the ball a couple of times. No tackles, nothing. Nothing that you would expect from a midfielder. This is the player that we're expecting who will be able to match people like Rodri, who will be able to match people like Kevin De Bruyne. Casemiro today is nowhere near the mark. So he needs to improve massively in the second half. I'm going to give him an average 6. Next up, we have Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho. See, I'll give Sancho the benefit of the doubt because, as we can see, Rashford and Sancho switched positions. So Jadon Sancho went to the number 9 position, which is the striker position, right? And Rashford came back to the left wing. Now, that didn't really work out. Rashford doesn't really go to the left wing. And no, sorry, Rashford does amazing on the left wing, but Jadon Sancho is not accustomed to playing striker. He's not accustomed to playing with number 9. So Jadon Sancho is being played out of position just to experiment. And all the times that you want to experiment, I have been watching all of Manchester United games all season, and never have I ever seen Jadon Sancho being played at number 9. So if you're gonna make Jadon Sancho play at the number 9 position, you need to have some sort of reason for that, right? We've not seen any reason. We've not seen any influence Jadon Sancho had on the ball when he was playing as a number 9. So yes, Jadon Sancho, he gets a 6, mainly because he was playing out of position. Now we move on to Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen, oh my God. He was supposed to be the replacement for Bruno Fernandes today. Bruno Fernandes was playing on the right wing due to the lack of Anthony, and he can't be Garnacho. The cup finals are soon. So Bruno Fernandes is playing on the right wing. Christian Eriksen is expected to stay in the middle and be sort of a replacement for Bruno Fernandes. But for the first 30 minutes, Eriksen barely, barely had any touch on the ball. He barely touched the ball. He had barely had any influence. He was just standing there, invisible, not passing the ball, he's not collecting the ball, he's not pressing, he's not doing anything. For the man who has run the fourth most on a ranking, they will show that Ericsson has run at number 4 for the most amount of kilometers run in a match. And Ericsson had around 40 kilometers run. Now, Ericsson today, he's been invisible. Invisible. He needs to massively improve in the second half so that we can win and we can finally get the FA Cup. So I give him a 5 out of 10. Next, we have Bruno Fernandes. What do I say about him? It's good. Big times call for big people. And when the hard times have come, Bruno Fernandes has showed us time and time again that when it truly matters, when the situation arise, he will show up. The great players are those who show up at the hard times, and he has shown up. Not just the penalty itself. Yes, the penalty was spectacular. To handle the amount of pressure, to be so calm and so composed, that is brilliant. But nonetheless, besides the penalty, take that away. Bruno Fernandes has been so good on the ball always. Every time Manchester United have led an attack, have led a counter attack, are defending, Bruno Fernandes has been there. He's gone from right wing to midfielder, center midfielder, attack midfielder, defensive midfielder. We saw him play with Luke Shaw in the left back position all the way to the right wing, all the way across the field, diagonally. So Bruno Fernandes has been massive in this game. Easily, he's going to get a 9 out of 10. Then we go on to Rashford. How do I say this? Had Anthony Martial been present today, he would have been the one playing that position. So Rashford is being played out of position. But nonetheless, he is doing a good job. Bruno Fernandes Rashford and Luke Shaw, in my opinion, have been the only ones so far to influence, to have an impact on the game. So Rashford, yes, I go so far to say that Rashford deserves an 8. He played out of position. He's not a striker. He's a makeshift striker. We're probably going to sign Ethan Mount this summer. But as for now, Rashford, yes, he's doing fine. He's doing good. I'll give him an 8. Now, points that we need to highlight so far. Well, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is invisible. And that's a good thing for us. Erling Haaland has barely had any contributions to the flow of the game. So Erling Haaland is standing there, not having any influence over the entire game. And this is the man who is competing with Lionel Messi, the GOAT, for Ballon d'Or. So if we have been able, if Victor Lindelof, a second priority striker, a second priority defender behind Lisandro Martinez, if Victor Lindelof is able to pocket Erling Haaland, then you know you have the right team. But of course, all of it consequence of the fact that Erling Haaland himself has been lackluster today. He hasn't showed any contribution at all in the entire game. He took one shot which was massively over the bar, miles above the bar. Along with that, we can also see the fact that the Epic Cup final is a massive game. You need to go there with your A game. To Manchester City, they're trying out a new formation. They're trying out new players. Ederson is available. It's Taylor. Instead of doing a normal 4-3-2-1 formation, they're doing a 3-2-4-1 formation. Now, 3-2-4-1 is a good formation because in that way you have John Stones and Rodri. John Stones will be defensive player. Rodri going at attack. Kevin De Bruyne now going back deep in. Meanwhile, Gundogan and Grealish, Bernardo Silva coming in to replace Kevin De Bruyne and Andy Gordon remaining as a sole striker. So in a 3-2-4-1 formation, a lot depends on the striker. On the one, 3-2-4-1, the one striker that you have. A lot depends on that striker. And today that striker is Erling Haaland. And usually he converts. He converts the chance that is given. But today Erling Haaland has been subdued by Victor Lindelof. And that is a massive boost to Manchester United. Now let's just see if this continues. If Victor Lindelof is still able to subdue Erling Haaland. As for suggestions for the second half, we Manchester United, of course, 15 seconds in, we're losing. 15 seconds in, the game is just starting, and you're losing. And David has a six right. So I think that is a massive matter that needs to be considered. David De Gea, he's been lackluster this season. Sure, he's won the Golden Glove, but at the same time, you need to see if the main Manchester United keeper is going to give performances like these on the FA Cup final, then yes, there's going to be issues. Yes, there's going to be problems. And yes, David De Gea's future at Manchester United is a question. As now we move on to substitutions. In my opinion, we should bring on approximately not halftime. In halftime, I don't think we should do any changes. Our team is good as it is. So we need Christian Eriksen to put his game on. We need David De Gea to put his game on. We need Varane to put his game on. But the rest, they're doing fine. They're doing good. Okay, I can tell you a list of Manchester United fans who thought that we were going to bottle this. We were going to get humiliated in Wembley. We have put up a fight. We went down in the first 15 seconds, but we put up a fight. We put up stamina. We put up a fight. We are now in conflict with the greatest team in the Premier League. So right now, like this season, I'm not just this season. In the past 4 or 5 seasons, Man City have been one of the best Premier League teams. So of course, they're not the greatest Premier League team. I go so far to say that the greatest Premier League team is probably Man United, 1999, when they won the Premier League, or Man United 2007, 2008, Liverpool, Chelsea 2013, Leicester 2015, 16. So Manchester City undoubtedly are not the greatest team in the Premier League forever. But in my opinion, I hate, I hate them as a Man United fan. But Man City have a star-studded team, and the fact that Manchester United have been able to subdue them. We went down 50 seconds, sure. But any other team in the entire world, if you're losing in the first 15 seconds to Manchester City in the FA Cup final, if you're losing with a team with those players in 15 seconds, I can tell you 99% of the other teams would have more goals. They would have crumbled under the pressure. They would have been surprised, shocked. They would have crumbled under the pressure, and there would have been more goals. There would have been more goals. Like we saw 6-3 humiliation at Etihad. That was when this team was not strong enough, not composed enough to take it. That isn't happening here. We are losing 6-3. Over there, we conceded 3 to 4 goals in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in. We're losing 4-8 at Etihad. We're not scared of Wembley because our team has grown stronger. We have more confidence. We won a trophy. We were in the Champions League. We have pulled off amazing comebacks. We defeated Man City in January, and we can do this yet again. Manchester City, of course, they're not exactly playing their A team right now because a week later they have the Champions League final, so they do be worthy of that as well. If they play all of their majors right into this game, it could end up that one of the players has an injury, and that will massively harm the Champions League games. Now, I'm a Man United fan, but I personally think that Lionel Messi, I think Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time. And of course, I want like look at Messi. As any Man United fan, no one would want for Erling Haaland to win the Ballon d'Or, right? It's not that you need to stop Man City from winning the treble because two things right here. Man City winning a treble, you'll never hear the end of it. Man United so far have been the only club to win the treble. They're the only Premier League club to win the treble. And we deserved it. 98-99 team, we deserved it. But Manchester City, they don't deserve it. So we'll never hear the end of it. Plus, if we defeat Man City today, we'll shatter their hopes for a treble. And remove the treble, Erling Haaland might not win the Premier League. Similarly, for the Champions League, if we're able to defeat Man City today, we could have a blueprint. Inter Milan could have a blueprint of how to defeat Pep Guardiola's team. The FA Cup second half is about to start. Like I said, Wan Bissaka versus Grealish is gonna be the high of the match. 1-1, and the match kicks off yet again. The opening goal scored by Eke Gundogan, captain of Manchester City, and now VAR, 32nd minute, gave a penalty to Manchester United, and now we have it 1-1. David De Gea, Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Wan Bissaka, and it's gone in. Oh! Taken away right from the frame of the goal. Match is buffering for some reason, but it just like it went from it went from Wan Bissaka having the ball at the halfway line to Rashford having the ball at Ortega's face. Let me check my internet connection. Rafael Varane. Varane. Varane with the ball. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. David De Gea. Poor kick from David De Gea. John Stones. Ten Hag signaling for more intensity, signaling for more aggressiveness from Manchester United side. Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva coming in and out, weaving in and out the Man United defenders, and it's straight away to the Manchester City defenders. Manchester City keeper or take up with the ball. A lot of pressing going on. No. Kyle Walker. Gives it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne with the ball, and it's taken away. Walker. I'm just gonna need a moment. Apparently, my Wi-Fi is having some issue. I just need to recheck it. Probably refresh it as well. Just hang on a minute, alright? Kill the apps. Oh, it's a lot of apps. Maybe that's what's taking the Wi-Fi. Now let's go back to the match. Yes, that's better. Slow is better. De Bruyne. Walker. Man City had a sit off. What a low block. Man City keep on pressing, keep on coming on. De Bruyne. Company. It's taken out. De Bruyne brutally fouled. Fred could get a yellow card right here. Good play by Kevin De Bruyne, taken away by Fred, and that could be a yellow card. That is a nasty tackle. Fred got the ball, but he's nowhere near it. Fred could get up, end up getting a yellow card. It's no card as of now. But was it a foul that he had to concede? Free kick for Manchester City. Gundogan, it's gone in. Gundogan has got two goals. 2-1. Man City 2, Man United 1. Inspirational form by Gundogan. What the hell is happening? Dehaya, are you mad? It doesn't make sense. The goal is coming. You're rooted to your spot. You're not even attempting to try to get the goddamn ball. At the FA Cup final, do you have to bottle it right here, Dehaya? Come on, Dehaya. with the Man United keeper. 5 minutes into the second half, and we're already losing 2-1. Gundogan scores yet another goal. It's 2-1. It was a shock for Man United. With Lindelof. Jadon Sancho. Man United got the equalizer once. Can they get the equalizer yet again? It's losing 2-1 already. Gundogan with two spectacular goals with Jadon Sancho in the box. Jadon Sancho and taken away by Kenji. Disappointing. It's absolutely disappointing, especially De Gea. You're the keeper of the greatest, of one of the major clubs in the world, and you just put up a performance with Jadon Sancho. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's taken away by Kenji. Gone out for another Manchester United throw-in. This game is full of ups and downs. Jadon Sancho yet again playing in the number 9 position. What is Ten Hag doing? He's a mastermind, but Jadon Sancho has never been played at the number 9 position in any match for Manchester United so far. And the keeper's going away. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a goal. Fernandes let go. He didn't take the shot. Are you kidding me? Ah, empty goal, and Bruno Fernandes doesn't take the shot. He doesn't have the guts to take the shot. Fernandes, come on. Their captain is going ahead and scoring braces in the FA Cup final. And you're not scoring goals from an empty. You're not taking the shot from an empty goal post. Stones leading the attack, uncharacteristic for him. Free kick done by Fred again, and Fred could get a foul. Why does he keep on doing unwanted challenges? Fred, I get you frustrated, but don't let your frustration out in negativity. Win in positivity. Press more, run more, pass the ball more. Don't just do stupid tackles and get yellow cards. You might get a yellow card. The next goal is absolutely crucial. City could widen the margin. But if Man United do equalize for the second time, it's going to be some finale. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne. Stepping up to take the free kick. On the way to it. Jadon Sancho. Haaland takes a shot and it goes past. Still have about 35 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Man United to equalize, but plenty of time for Man United to concede as well. It depends on what changes Ten Hag brings into the team. If he makes substitutions, if he creates different tactics. For example, Jadon Sancho taking number 9 hasn't exactly worked out so far. Kevin De Bruyne takes the corner, headed out by Eriksen. Walker, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, the two-goal German. Gundogan, Grealish, Wan Bissaka, Wan Bissaka gives it to Rashford. Rashford goes on, gives it to Casemiro. Casemiro, Jadon Sancho, Manchester City on a counter attack. Eriksen, Eriksen 1v1 against Gundogan. Gundogan with the ball. It's just not happening. It's just not clicking. Well, to be honest, so far, Manchester City, despite all their attacks, the main striker, Erling Haaland, has been lackluster, subdued, terrible. Like he's invisible. He's not playing. Erling Haaland is like it's like he's not playing. Manchester United's defense has done a great job with that. But at the same time, David De Gea has got to step up. He has to step up. He's the keeper of Manchester United. He's not the keeper of what do you call it? Nottingham Palace. Nottingham Forest, my bad. Absolutely terrible. Fernandez. Where is that ball going? I'm like, where is the ball going? You have the ball in a good counter-attacking position. Send a through ball. Who are you giving it to, my lad? Who are you giving it to? Just putting it out. Frustrating. It's honestly frustrating. Frustrating the hell out of me. Garnacho. Garnacho is coming up. Ghost is talent that man. And Garnacho, I mean, his talent has ceilings that even telescopes can't see. That's a good line. Yeah, Garnacho's talents have ceilings that even telescopes can't see. So we need to make sure that Manchester City will be able to subdue Garnacho. If not, Man United for the win. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Gundogan, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne will get a shot away, but day higher. Pulls off a save. Well, Gundogan on a hat trick. De Bruyne in by Stones, and it's offside. No, it's a foul. It's a foul by Jack Grealish. Grealish disappointed. Decent save from De Gea. Garnacho coming on for Ericsson. Ericsson going off. Alejandro Garnacho coming on. It is on. Ericsson out is pushing in. Attackers is pushing in. People who can make a difference in this game. Ericsson, for all his talents, hasn't looked as bright as he does in every other game. So Garnacho could be pivotal for the outcome. of this match. And we'll have to see how this impacts. We have to see how this impacts the lineup and formation because Ericsson was playing as CAM, where Bruno Fernandes usually plays. But if you put Garnacho in that position, Garnacho is a winger. So that must mean that Bruno Fernandes going from the right wing, all the way back to the center midfielder, this is the position, and Garnacho is going into the right wing. So Bruno Fernandes is back to CAM, and Alejandro Garnacho is back to RW. Let's see how that impacts. We need to make sure that Marcus Rashford is the striker there because Jadon Sancho was clearly not effective in that position. David De Gea. David De Gea puts a long ball away to Rashford. See, now this is the pivotal time. This is the time when Manchester United pull off their another comeback. But this is the time where we need to score another goal because this crucial little time period is the time period when most goals to be scored. And Manchester City do look on the verge of scoring yet another goal. And once they score that goal, once it is 3-1, you know it's game over. You know it is game over. So it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how Manchester United react to the goal scored by Manchester City just a few minutes ago. And it looks like the change of formation that has been said is that Bruno Fernandes comes back from the right wing into center back midfield CAM and Alejandro Garnacho goes back to the right wing, which is the RW. So Bruno Fernandes goes back to his original position, meanwhile Alejandro Garnacho goes back to the wing position. Now we need to make sure that Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford swing positions because Jadon Sancho at number 9 is clearly not working. But Marcus Rashford is a good makeshift striker. But right now it is Jack Grealish up against Juan Bissaka, Kevin De Bruyne against Fred, both number 17s. Fred takes the ball from a. Oh, that's a good tackle by Fred. Fred leads this counter attack, and it is brutally fouled. That is a terrible foul by Jack Grealish on Bruno Fernandes. It's good 1v1. 65 minutes in, Manchester United have got to get a goal now. It's FA Cup. Oh, it is all the way down to Rashford. Rashford 1v1 with Ortega. Oh, apparently, the free kick has been taken too soon, so we're getting a re-free kick. I don't know what's on Paul in his mind. But Rafael Varane taking the free kick. Victor Lindelof, who has yet again the man who has been able to do the near impossible and subdue Holland. To be honest, Lindelof has been superb in his defensive duties so far. John Stones, Ortega, Manchester United pressing up the field, players all over the place. No formation, no cohesion, but at the same time, dominating Man City and causing them to take rash decisions, giving the ball. Rashford. Garnacho with his first two touches. And he's leading the counter attack. Garnacho. And it's recovered by Jack Grealish. Bernardo Silva with the ball. Bernardo Silva up against the blood red Manchester United. Jack Grealish. And Man United eager, aggressive for one chance of the ball to find the equalizer. Man City happy to just sit back, pass the ball around, and waste time. This is the final that a lot of people expected Man City to win, but Man United still have a chance. Just 2-1. We have 23 minutes left. So there is a huge chance for Manchester United to find the equalizer. This is going to extra time. 30 minutes for penalties. But so far, if it continues on the way it has been, Man United will lose. I will put chances for Manchester City to win the treble. Fred, Harden looking a bit more alive. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka has been highly influential. Wan-Bissaka put in by Casemiro. With Lindelof putting in a massive long run all the way into the Manchester City box. Rashford. Rashford puts in the goal! That was close. That was close. A clinical shot in by Rashford. And it was inches away from the goalpost. We've seen him convert from that position against Arsenal. We've seen him convert from that position against Crystal Palace. We've seen him convert that position for so many times. But just today, at the FA Cup final, where it matters most, unable to do it, unable to put it through, unable to convert it. They are taking a sweet time for the free kick. Walker, Rodri, Stones, Mazzeri, happy to maintain possession, happy to just sit back and let Man United press against them. Ortega, Stones, a lot of pressure right here. Walker, Akenji, Bernardo Silva, Ortega, Holland, Rafael Varane, one on one against the hand. Grealish, Grealish is the edge of the cross. Grealish put. Oh, where is Holland? Gundogan gets a hat trick and it's offside. Thank God. Oh my God. Madness. What a madness takes place in Wembley. One Bissaka getting nutmegged. Then Kevin De Bruyne gives it to Haaland. Haaland puts in the shot. De Gea blocks it. He's been better in the second half. Gundogan goes for the rebound, goes for the hat trick, but turns out it's offside. Still life left in this game. Still chance for Man United in this game. But if they continue like this, it will eventually go on to City's trophy. United. Garnacho. Garnacho puts in the shot. Oh, that was close. That was close. It's good play down that left hand side. Garnacho with bags of confidence puts in a shot. Has Ortega diving and just inches wide. Tries to go round Diaz, go to the far post, and he did much better than anyone can expect from a guy his age. So far, it's 2-1 to City, FA Cup Final 2023, 72 minutes in. Fred, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Fred again. Fernandes at the end of the City box, a shot and it's blocked away. Gone for the Manchester United corner. The crowd sensed something here. The fans sensed something here. Ongoing roar. It's got up to a whole nother level. The party's got up to a whole nother notch. City versus Bruno Fernandes. Miserable corner. Luke Shaw. Fred. Smart ball in. Cleared away by Kevin De Bruyne. Wan Bissaka. Like I said, Wan Bissaka has been massive. He has been absolutely brilliant in this match. Rashford. Rashford at the edge of the City box. Trying to keep the attack alive. Rashford. 1v1 against Gundogan. Casemiro. Full of energy. Bursting with energy and pace. Consider Rashford. Sucked into Jadon Sancho. Fred. Casemiro takes a shot and it's blocked. Varane again, and yet we start an attack. 3 attacks in 3 minutes. Could this be the moment? Luke Shaw. 15 odd minutes left. Garnacho. Here's Garnacho. Garnacho. Oh, that wasn't quite right. That wasn't quite. My God, that's a free kick. It's a goal kick. That's City. There has to be something. 15 minutes left into the match, but there has to be something. Something left in this game. Something for my United. Surely they can score a goal. They have to, right? Kevin De Bruyne coming off for Phil Foden. Kevin De Bruyne comes off for Phil Foden. And they're wasting time. Come on, stop wasting your bloody time. It's unprofessional. It's unrealistic. Wout Weghorst? No, 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 no. We don't need Wout Weghorst. We don't need Wout Weghorst. Please take him away. Take him away. Take him away, please. No, 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 no. We don't need him. Please no. Please not Weghorst. We're losing 2-1 to City. You bring on Weghorst. Please, please no. No, 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 no. No. Not Weghorst. Not Burgos, man. Bring on Facundo Pellistri. Just don't bring on Burgos. Erling Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Because it Haaland. Eek. And that looks like a nasty foul. Second quickly. A bit too quickly. Jadon Sancho is coming off. And Wout Weghorst is coming in. Not Wout Weghorst, man. Wout Weghorst. Oh, I don't understand what Ten Hag is doing. Why would you bring on Wout Weghorst when you lose to City at the 78th minute? Jack Grealish. And that's another foul again. And another foul by Fred, and that's a yellow card. He had it coming. He had it coming. Yellow card to Fred. Man City preparing to take the free kick. This free kick could have a major. Oh, and the free kick taken quickly. Foden. Gundogan, Gundogan, Rodri. Foden. Is he off? Is he on? Foden's gonna have another go at it. Foden. Holland. Can't get there. Ooh. Just needed a touch and that could have gone in by a Kenji. Missed cross. Had a Kenji got a touch, it would have been game. Thank God he didn't. No, like I said, Akanji had he gotten one touch, it would have been game over. Man City, stop wasting time. Ah, something has to be coming. It's 10 minutes in. The Manchester United, the comeback kings. If there's any team in the world that can do a comeback at this stage of the game, it's Man United. Can Man United pull another rabbit out of the hat yet again? 81 minutes in, 9 minutes left. August coming on to the Sancho. Now, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Yellow card shown to Ortega for wasting time. Phil Foden. Lindelof. 9 minutes left. Please. Please. Score. Offside. Offside. Scott McTominay coming on for Victor Lindelof. Another controversial change, but to be honest, a change that I believe has to come. You know, that we have people on our subject. Facundo Pellistri, Anthony Langa, they could be coming on, but as of now, so it's Scott McTominay and Victor Lindelof. It's been changed. So I think it's gonna be a 3-2, no, 3-3-4, no, 3-3-3-1. Triple three. Haaland with the ball. Haaland keeps on going. Hey! Ricochet right past the goal. That thank God. God damn it. Few minutes after Victor Lindelof leaves the pitch. Few minutes after Erling Haaland's man marker leaves the pitch. Game over right there. Victor Lindelof is, in my opinion, Victor Lindelof, Juan Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford. Highlights. This match. Bruno Fernandes. Aaron Wan Bissaka. Gundogan again. Rodri. City tried to assert their dominance in the last remaining minutes by passing the ball across the field, on the pitch, off the pitch. And Ten Hag wants more. He wants more. He can sense it. There has to be something more left in this match. No way in hell. Rashford. Rashford with the ball. To Garnacho. Garnacho. Rashford goes down. Garnacho. Garnacho's up and fighting. And it's gone out for a goal kick. Oh no, it's all going wrong. Ortega, as usual, taking his fine time. Goddamn ball with you. Finally, 5 minutes. That's all that's left for Manchester United to score. So, and that challenge of Garnacho will have a free kick. 4 minutes to go plus added time. Will we see something? Eric Ten Hag on the sidelines, aggravated, making signals. He clearly wants more. The fans want more. Will the players respond? Can they respond? Nervy for both the sides. Wout Weghorst, McTominay, Fernandez, Fred, Rashford, Shaw, is it Fernandez? That was close. Manchester United right now, we have McTominay, Weghorst, Rashford. We have a lot of people with a lot of aerial prowess. So we need to make sure we keep on pushing those crosses into the box. We keep on putting the passes into the box. And we might just have an equalizer. Come on, man. Come on, Sean Ortega. Stop wasting the time. Stop wasting the time, man. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes at a time. That's all that's left between Manchester City and the FA Cup. It's disappointing. Rashford. Ah, he's giving it away. Grealish. Grealish versus Wan Bissaka. Gundogan. Is it the Grealish? Gundogan should get there. Oh, that is close. That was close. That could have put the game to bed right there. Jack Grealish with a brilliant shot right into the Man United box, puts it across right from the cross line, right to Phil Foden, somehow puts it across the bar. And Jack Grealish is coming off. Jack Grealish, uh, co- Jack Grealish is coming off, and Ake is the one who's coming off. So Manchester City are clearly trying to play five defenders at the back. They're literally parking the bus. It's kind of funny. Pep Guardiola is parking the bus with the Mourinho style. 2 minutes is all that's left. 2 minutes and added, of course. Bruno Fernandez. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ah, the foul. Foul, and it's all going wrong. Varane. Varane stepping up to take the free kick. There's something left in this game. There has to be. 4 minutes of added time. Will that be enough? Garnacho. Please, go on. Garnacho. Fred. Man United still in this. Booted out. But now by Rodri. But Fernandez. Luke Shaw. Oh, that's a terrible foul. That's a terrible foul. Man City resorted to dirty ways to subdue the Manchester United attacks. 4 minutes is on the board, but I'm pretty sure it's going to go stay longer with the amount of delays that Manchester City are causing right here. Garnacho. McTominay off the ball and over the bar. Are you kidding me? Can't get much closer than that. You physically cannot get much closer. Extraordinary scenes right here. McTominay takes the ball right to the edge. All he has to do is head it. He just couldn't get above it, could he? It's below it, heads it over the bar. Bruno Fernandes steps up to take the corner. Bruno Fernandes. Not a good corner. Not a good corner at all. Barely any time left. Garnacho sends in a cross. Cross was overhit and it goes out. Man City corner. And of course, they'll take their speed time. Barely any time left now. Try and waste more time. Bloody idiot. Man City just. Like, Kyle Walker has been on the ground for like a whole minute straight. He's just sitting on the ground. He's sitting on the ground complaining, oh my god, man, stop bloody crying, get up and fight, get up and play for wasting goddamn time. 90 seconds left into this game. Another substitution, Laporte coming off for Kyle Walker. Laporte comes in, Kyle Walker goes off. How many delays are we gonna get? The referee has to add this up into the after the added time as well because the amount of delays that we've got here are the substitutions as well. Hard, hard one against Falbaran. Hard takes his sweet time as usual. Seconds away, breaths away from witnessing a club without history, club without real fans, a club made years ago win the FA Cup final. Aki, into the fifth minute of the added time now. This could be the last attack. Man United. It's over. It is over. Man United 1. Manchester City 2. The first FA Cup final. The first ever final in any competition in which Manchester United faced Manchester City. And it is the red side of Manchester that won. Instead, the team that won is a team without history, a team without fans, a team made 10 years ago. And all this day These players, Manchester United right now, are at their best that they've ever been so far without Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't know what to say. It's humiliating. It's absolutely terrible. Rashford, lackluster. Second half, totally invisible. Jadon Sancho deserved to come off. Christian Eriksen deserved to go off. Nearly invisible. Fernandez, good enough. He was the only one who I would say that in the entire midfield and attack was taking at least some sort of initiative. Fred, putting in useless tackles. Casemiro, quiet. Luke Shaw, good enough. Second half, 25. Victor Lindelof should not have come off. Rafael Varane should have been more vocal. Victor Lindelof, spectacular at pocketing Haaland. Same time. Victor should not have come. I don't want Bissaka, like I said. Not able to subdue Jack Grealish. You're supposed to. Got an unnecessary yellow card. And David De Gea, what do I say about you? 15 seconds in and you're letting goals like that. Like bam. Outwork invisible. Absolutely invisible. Came on for like 2 minutes. No impact. McTominay had a brilliant chance. Converted. Garnacho. That kid has talent. That kid has potential. And if we continue like this, he's gonna leave us. He's gonna leave us. He's gonna leave us. He's gonna go to Real Madrid. Why would he stay here in a team that can barely defeat Man City in the FA Cup final? Why would he stay here? Man United. Sure, we've had a successful season. We've had a great season under Erik Ten Hag. Last season was one of our worst seasons in over a decade. In over 2 decades. In over 3 decades, last season was one of our worst seasons. This season, we bounced back. We're in the top four. We won the League Cup. We're in the top four. We defeated Man City at home. We made Old Trafford a fortress yet again. But there are huge gaping holes in our season, in our team, in our sport, in our club, going down right from the owner, right from the top to the bottom, right to the assistant coaches and these players. The faults and flaws that are there right from the top to the bottom. And there needs to be changes, massive changes. Higher for all the saves that he's made, no matter how many golden gloves he can get. Thank you for your loyalty. Piss off. Get out. Get out of the club. Get out right now. Okay. David De Gea in the big games against Villarreal, Europa League final 2021 failed. Uh, David De Gea against Sevilla failed. Harry Maguire needs to leave. David De Gea needs to leave. Wout Weghorst, he was the biggest mistake our club had made. Okay, Fred needs to leave. There are certain players in our team which are, I can't even form mate. I can't even. I can't. I honestly can't. It's the first final ever in all competitions to have Manchester United and Manchester City in the finals. We lost 2-1 to Goodman Grace. Yes, we've had good seasons. Yes, we've had good players. Yes, we've had good moments. Yes, we have massively improved, but we have gone from 0 to 5. Now we're doing from 5 to 10. And after 10, we go to 20, 30, 40, 50. We keep on maintaining, we keep on improving. Halfway full in the summer, we need massive changes. Because in the end, Manchester United, a club with history, a club with fame, a club with passionate fans, true club Manchester, now lost to Manchester City. No fans, no just oil money, no history. And the reality is such that until and unless changes happen in this summer, this is the reality. Until and unless changes happen, yes, who would we have? And until and unless changes happen at this club, this badge, the trophy that we won, the Champions League that we won, trebles that we won, all of this badge will be for nothing. It'll be absolute trash because this batch is now losing to teams like Man City. So today, that's all that I can get. That's all that I can muster right now. One thing that I'll say before leaving: Go go, Man United!